Our first PMP Hall of Fame inductee of the evening is Tommy Fortson, longtime leader of Terminix International's largest franchise, Terminix Services Inc, and also a man practically synonymous with the NPMA's Professional Pest Management Alliance organization. Here's a brief look at Tommy's life and industry contributions.
Perhaps Tommy Fortson's longtime friend, colleague, and fellow PMP Hall of Famer Norman Goldenberg summarizes it best. When you hear the name Tommy Fortson, you think of forever friendship, congeniality, mentoring, leadership, respect for others, honesty, loyalty, integrity, love, and so many more modifiers exemplifying his name and persona. It's not just within the professional pest management industry, but throughout his life. Tommy has always lived his life helping, guiding, and supporting others. Fortson grew up in the industry, but his official start in pest control began in 1963 when he joined the family's Terminix franchise in South Carolina. In the decades since, he has helped lead Terminix Service Inc, or TSI, to become the largest Terminix franchise in the United States, with 54 offices and more than 1,100 employees in South Carolina, North Carolina, and Georgia. But there were more modest beginnings to this franchise when Fortson's grandfather, mother, and uncles pooled their money to purchase it in 1947. Fortson himself, who was 9 years old at the time, even recalls putting a $100 U.S. war bond into the pot. Fortson began at the University of South Carolina in 1956, but left his junior year to spend 2 years aboard the USS Kenneth D. Bailey as a sonar operator. He returned to the University of South Carolina in 1961, where he met and then married his wife, Pat. He graduated with a bachelor's degree in art education and soon after began his pest control career. Fortson immersed himself in launching the General Pest Control training programs for TSI, which at the time had only 5 branches. The early 1960s was a turning point for parent company Terminix, because after more than 30 years as a termite-focused company, it was expanding into general pest control work. Fortson was ready to help his franchise make the change. Fortson recalls how he would hire new general pest control technicians for TSI, gather them in a motel room, and show them a slideshow for general pest control training he had created himself. In 1968, Bob Williams, who owned the flagship franchise Allied Bruce Terminix Companies in Mobile, Alabama, discussed with Fortson his idea for the Keyman system, which employed a quarterly pest control sales and service combination approach. As a result, Fortson designed a quarterly pest control system for his territory and adopted the Keyman system, which helped professional pest management move from monthly to quarterly service intervals, saving pest management professionals time and money. This is just one of Fortson's many contributions that have advanced professional pest management. In 1997, Fortson was instrumental in helping the then National Pest Control Association create the Professional Pest Management Alliance, its public outreach arm. In 2002, he became the Professional Pest Management Alliance's 3rd chairman, a post he held for 15 years until he stepped down in 2017. He had retired as TSI's president in 2010, but still serves as its vice chairman. Even at 80 years young, Fortson still keeps a hand in the industry today and continues to guide the way for many.
Thank Marty and Heather and PMP Magazine, and I want to thank my many friends in this industry, most notably Norm with his wife Diane here, who's my dear friend. And I didn't pay him for those remarks. But I also want to thank my partner, Lex Knox, who's my first cousin, and we're in my grandson just graduated from university, so we're in our 5th generation in our company. And while we bought the franchise in 47, actually would have been in existence, I believe, from 1930, somewhere along in there. So we've had a long history of our company, and it's changed remarkably over the years. And I'm so grateful. And I'm grateful for my son Scott, who's sitting here, who's now president of our company, and my dear wife, Pat. I'm going to get it over with. But I did want to mention one thing, and things have changed so much in this industry. When I came, I mean, honestly, we had just started dabbling. The old Terminix franchise didn't allow you to do pest control. You were dedicated to termite control back in the 30s and 40s. And so it was a very new thing when I came along, and I'm talking about monthly pest control, $5 or $6, $7, $8, you know. A $10 account was a commercial account, you know. I mean, it was something different. But when I talked to Bob about this whole idea of being able to spend more time, be able to charge more money, and to actually do a good job when you got there instead of just splash and dash, which is what I called it back when we got involved, it really changed the way we did our business. And I am really proud of that. And I did develop training programs, and I got guys in motel rooms, and we had 5 branches. And right now, thanks to our collective efforts and our employees, we got 54, you know. And when I started, we had 2 rooms, for our corporate office was 2 rooms, 20 by 15, I think. So we had about 600 square feet. And right now we're breaking ground, I guess you call it, on our 40,000 square foot training center, corporate headquarters. And I think that's what I'm most proud about. That's what I'm most proud about, what we do. Thank you all so much. Thank you.